for the sunshine to come out when Romney comes out. Yeah. Come on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next President of the United States, Governor Mitt Romney.
Get over you guys standing out here in the rain. You are the best. Thank you so much. I love Ohio. I love America. I love you guys. Thank you so much for welcoming me here today. Now, we come together in celebration as Americans and think about our future as a nation, but I also want you to know that in the last few moments, the bodies of 4 individuals who were killed in the service of our nation were brought back to the United States and welcomed home and placed in hearses. And one of the reasons that we delayed my coming out is I wanted to make sure and have my hand over my heart in recognition of these men and women. Let me just remind you of their names. And you know the ambassador, Christopher Stevens, but there were 3 other individuals who were lost in that tragedy: Glenn Doherty, Tyrone Woods, and Sean Smith. And I'd ask that you might each place your hand over your heart in recognition of the bloodshed for freedom by them and by our other sons and daughters who've lost their lives in the cause of America, in the cause of liberty. And if we'll take a moment of silence together. Thank you so much. Thank you for the memories of great men and women who love this country and who serve this country. And whether on a day like this where the sky seems to be crying as well, or whether on a beautiful and sunny day, we remember those who serve and provide us with the liberty that we enjoy and the prosperity and the freedoms that are so much a part of the American experience. I love America. I love what we stand for. I'm proud of America. I have to tell you that this experience today reminds me a bit of a time when I was serving as the governor of my state, and I got a call from the airport that one of the servicemen of our state had been killed and his remains were coming back to Massachusetts, and they had called his parents to ask them to come to the airport to receive his body. But they lived so far away they couldn't get there in time to receive his remains, and they asked if I could go in their stead. And so I went to the airport. We drove out on the tarmac, and this U.S. Air jet came in, and all the passengers got off the aircraft, and then all the luggage came down the conveyor, and then finally a casket appeared and was brought down the conveyor. And as it was, I put my hand over my heart, and the state troopers who were there with me, they all went to attention and saluted, and of course the members of the armed forces who were receiving the casket and putting it in the hearse, they also stood at attention and saluted. And I happened to glance up at the terminal, the U.S. Air terminal there. There's a big glass window, big wall there at the terminal, where it seems that the people who had gotten off the airplane, they saw the police out there, wondered what was going on, so they were all lined up against the glass. And then all the people walking down the halls, they saw the people lined up against the glass, so they crowded in behind them to see what was going on. And as I looked up there, every single person I saw had their hand over their heart. We are a patriotic nation. We love this country. We love the men and women who serve in this country. Now, we face real challenges, and I want to talk about some of the challenges we face here in Ohio and at home right now. This is not exactly the way things are supposed to be. We were promised a recovery And we haven't seen that recovery yet. When the president took office 4 years ago, 32 million people were on food stamps. Today, 47 million people are on food stamps. 15 million more people, that's more than the population of Ohio, have been added to the food stamp rolls. We were supposed to be at 5.4% unemployment by now under the president's recovery plan. But instead we stay above 8%. And by the way, that difference is not just a couple of percentage points. That difference is 9 million families, 9 million Americans that would have jobs if we had 5.4% unemployment rate. There are today 23 million Americans out of work, or stop looking for work, or underemployed. This is a tough time. And even those people that have jobs, middle-income families, are struggling, treading water at best, drowning at worst. You see right now that median income in America has dropped by $4,300 a family. $4,300. Even as the cost of health insurance has gone up, food's more expensive, utilities are more expensive, gasoline is doubled. This recovery hasn't happened the way it was supposed to. And the reason we're going to get a new president in November is we're going to have a president who will get this economy going and put people back to